Hello, my name is Danielle Foster. I'm the Vice President of Family Services for Manatee Children's Services, a private nonprofit that has been serving this community since 1977. Our mission is to advocate for and provide the resources, skills, and shelter to alleviate abuse for all children and their families. I have worked for Manatee Children's Services for over 17 years, and the one practice that I have personally witnessed play out time and time again is when the executive director asks the management team, what is the right thing to do for this child or family? Regardless of cost, politics, how difficult it might be, somehow, with the support of the agency, Manatee Children's Services has been able to accomplish some extremely difficult tasks. We are an associated child advocacy center, and last June purchased our first building. We have a clinical building, administration building, 3 group homes, 1 emergency shelter, and a center for the arts, as well as the Child Protection Center. To help, please make a cash donation, a service donation, volunteer, or be on our board of directors. Thank you for your continued support.
Every year, over 1,500 children die due to abuse and neglect in the United States. In Manatee County alone, there were over 4,000 reports of child abuse last year. Imagine being more afraid of going home than facing the bully on the playground. Monsters are real in the lives of abused and neglected children, and all too often, the monster is someone they know and love.
On Monday, Billy didn't have his homework, and when the teacher asked him why, he said, "Because a monster ripped it up," after I told him a lie.
You know monsters don't exist, and if you don't turn in your homework, no recess you will get.
Monsters are real.
I was able to live in a safe place.
On Tuesday, Billy had a stomach ache, and when the teacher asked him why, he said,
A monster took away my dinner, even my cherry pie.
Billy, I've told you once before, monsters are not real. You have to wait till lunchtime before you get a meal.
"Monsters are real."
I was able to talk to someone when I was hurting.
On Wednesday, Billy had a bandage which covered his right eye. When the teacher asked him how it happened, this was his reply.
A monster was running after me when I ran into the door.
Billy, please. I don't want to hear anymore.
Monsters are real.
I was able to live with my grandparents when my mom and dad were having some trouble.
I was able to tell my story so that I'll never get hurt again. On Thursday, Billy refused to sit down, and when the teacher asked him why, Billy said, "A monster whipped my bottom because I started to cry."
Billy, this is getting out of hand, and if you continue with these stories, in the corner you will stand.
Monsters are real.
I was able to understand that a healthy relationship has lots of love, respect, and communication.
my parents were able to keep our family together. On Friday, Billy didn't come to school, and when the teacher found out why, she said a little prayer to God in hopes Billy would survive. For a monster had beaten Billy and threatened him with a knife. Now Billy lay in a hospital bed, fighting for his life.
Monsters are real.
I was able to keep myself away from monsters.
Monsters are real.
Monsters are real.
Monsters are real.
Please join us in our fight to break the cycle of child abuse. Did you know that every 60 seconds a child in America is abused? And every 60 seconds those same kids wonder, what is going to happen to me now? Did you know that almost every month, 21 children in Manatee County are forced to ask that same question? On average, there are 347 abuse reports from Manatee County received by the Florida Abuse Hotline each month. That means each day, 11 children in our community are subjected to neglectful, physical, and/or sexual abuse and suffering at the hands of the very people that they should be able to trust. Since 1977, Manatee Children's Services has operated Manatee County's only licensed emergency shelter for children who are suspected of being abused, abandoned, or neglected by their parent or caregiver. The shelter provides a warm, safe, and caring environment for children while the investigation of abuse takes place. The length of stay varies for each child from a few days to several months. During the first few hours in shelter, each child is welcomed into our care by our staff and provided any items needed to make their stay easier. Some children enter shelter with only a backpack and the clothing they were wearing when they were removed. For some, these bags hold the only possessions that they own. A small tattered photograph, old teddy bear, or even a tarnished piece of jewelry could hold more value to an abused child than anything else in their lives.
What's going to happen to me?
During the first 48 hours in care, each child is introduced to our on-site shelter counselor and encouraged to discuss any fears, problems, or issues that they may have. Each child is provided whatever items are needed for their daily care and a loving and caring environment to heal. We provide a normal routine with the children attending school, participating in sports and other activities, educational tutoring, counseling, and life skills training. Most children in our care have experienced an enormous amount of fear, violence, and disappointment. Understandably, most have a difficult time trusting others and prompting some to react to this stress by lashing out verbally and physically, withdrawing from others, or retreating into a mindset of fear and hopelessness.
It's not my fault.
With the support of the staff and other children, many are able to make friends that last throughout their time in shelter and even after they leave. Along with our emergency shelter program, MCS operates 3 group homes for children in foster care, prevention and intervention programs, educational awareness programs, relative caregiver support, child protection, forensic interviews and medical exams, and mental health treatment programs. These mission-driven programs that serve over 18,000 clients annually work in harmony to provide a full spectrum of care aimed at moving towards physical and emotional recovery for not only the child, but the entire family. But we cannot do this alone. In a world with ever-increasing pressures, we need your help. These kids deserve a chance to live in a community that protects them from being victimized in their own homes. Help kids like Cheyenne, Will, Kate, Vincent, Yesenia, and Colt. Let's answer the question, what's going to happen to me? Loud and clear through our words and deeds that we will take care of them and keep them safe from harm's way.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
If you would like more information on our services, board membership, volunteer opportunities, or other ways you can help, please call Manatee Children's Services at 941-345-1200 or visit our website at www.manateechildrenservices.com.